Hey guys, Jamie here from Real Steel. Today we are back on the little Craftsman GT 6000. Today I want to try to get a auxiliary fuel tank mounted and see if we can gravity feed it and see if we can get her to run long term. Now again, it's a little later, so we may not be able to drive it, but we'll see what we can do to at least get it running for longer than a minute or two, So the plan is there's the Tecumseh over there that's going to donate the tank, and I've got these shelving brackets that I think should allow me to mount it right there. Now we're going to have to, we'll actually face it here. I'll go get the battery. I think I'm going to have okay battery clearance, but I'll get the battery anyway. And yeah, we'll see if we can get her mounted up there and gravity feed it. And if we have time, we may do some electrical diagnosis, but we'll see how far we get. So let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, y'all. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put the air cleaner back on here because I want to see exactly how much clearance we got. That way I'll know how high or low to put the tank. So let's get this breather hose back in here. Now the other one did rip out, but I think I could get it to go back into the breather. Hopefully anyway. Get in there. There you go. Well, you were supposed to get in there. Being stubborn. What isn't stubborn anymore when it comes to automotive and lawn mowers and stuff? Yeah, there we go, maybe. Almost there. I'm probably going to have to rebuild the carburetor, but I just want to get a fuel system on this thing for now and see how she goes. But that thing doesn't want to go in there. I had it in there the other day, checking stuff. Yeah, that's good enough for now. I'll bolt her down and then maybe I won't have to struggle so much. Now let's get the adapter here. It's got to be centered over the choke. 5/16. Hey, I actually have my ratchet pointing in the right direction. That's a first. Sorry for the noise, neighbors mowing next door. Yeah, it's kind of cooler in the evenings. I just got done mowing myself. That's why I'm a little bit dirty. Well, the worst going in there. Okay. There it goes. There it goes. Just being stubborn. All right. Now again, I'll deal with the other breather too, but for now I just want to stick this thing on here and see where we're at. I also don't have a filter for it. It never had one. So we'll just deal with that. Put this on here. Now I would like to get the rear tank running, but for now, I think we'll just get the front tank up and running just to see how things go. There we go. Nice decorative chrome wing nut. All right, next step, I've got this disconnected. I'll disconnect this fuel pump here in just a little bit. But I think the next step is we need to go ahead and get that tank off that Tecumseh over there. So let's go do that. All right, here we are. Let's go ahead and get this off. 7/16. Not the greatest ratchet in the world, but it'll work. Tried to fire this motor over just a little bit ago, and it was out of gas, and the gas that was in it didn't smell very good. So, yeah, this motor's off I believe, a DR field vac chipper mower that fell out of the back of a truck. But yeah, it was pretty messed up. Oh, looks like we had some kind of a spacer bolt in there. Huh. That's weird. But this tank should do good. I'll go ahead and put the bolts back in it. That way we don't lose them. I like to do that if possible. Put the bolts back in. No way they're not all flying around or anything. Let's see here. Okay, there's no clamp. Okay, yep, that popped right off. That'll do perfect for what we need. I'll go ahead and drain this, what little is, into an old can, and we'll see if we can get her mounted onto the big mower there. All right, y'all, that thing really didn't have any gas in it at all, thankfully. But boy, it did smell raunchy, what a little bit dripped out, but that's okay. That thing sets on there pretty good. Let's go ahead and get one of these brackets set up here. Oh yeah, that'll set real good. That'll be real good. I'll have to drill a hole in the bracket, but that's okay. And looks like I've got a hole underneath the tank to where I can drill a hole and I won't have to worry about bolts. So yeah, let me get a scratch awl or a punch or something and mark that out where I need to drill. What do we got here? All right. Go ahead and, yeah, this is where I want this. Figure I'll get one bracket bolted up. Kind of marked it right there with my scribe. And, whoops, I forgot to mark down low. That was real smart. Put that there. And, whoops, I don't want it to move. Steady, Jamie. Gentle. All right, we got her marked out now. Now I can drill them, hopefully. Yeah, that's good. I've got a scribe, a center punch. I've got one of these bad boys. I'll go ahead and I'll get these drilled and I'll bring y'all back when we're ready to bolt her on. I think we got her prepped out enough. I thought I'd show you some of the process. Didn't film drilling the 2 holes in the mower itself because that was pretty uneventful, aside from a dull pilot bit. I know I should have been wearing my safety squints, but next time. Let's go ahead and get this thing bolted up. Now you see I zipped that off, and the main reason for doing that is because I want to be able to access my battery. And I think, just looking at it, we got plenty of room. And I also had to take the air cleaner off because just to get to these 2 holes. So let's go ahead and throw the air cleaner back on here real quick. And by the way, I'm a hoarder. Had these in a drawer, probably from some scrap project I took apart. I used to be a hoarder sometimes. And I will not throw these little fellers away either. I can use them for something else. That's just nice little thick stock. All right. Start off with, put our wrenches down here. Let's start off and get our air cleaner in. It's probably a good thing that breather tube didn't set all the way in there, because we had to take her back out. Now, will it fight me this time? Oh, yes. And I did have a rag over the carburetor, as you can see. Where you at, little feller? There you are. Let's see if you'll want to play nice with me today. If not, we'll figure something out. Come on, get in there. Get in there. I want to be stubborn again. Gotta kind of pinch it. Gotta pinch it and shove it in, but I didn't want to do that. Y'all are kind of where I'd like to be working, but that's okay. We'll get her. Oh, it actually went in that time. Hallelujah. Let's get her bolted down. Come on. There we go. These dang bolts have a shallow head on them. So it's kind of hard to socket them down. But we'll get them. Get him started. See what I mean? I can't get a really good hold on it. My socket just wants to spin. That's gum bugs. Got gnats or skeeters or something in here tonight. Oops, bolt fell on. All right. So I'll come up with a filter. But for now, I just want to throw this thing together. See if I can't. Well, I'm going to leave the lid off. That would make the most sense while I'm kind of halfway trying to get it to run. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this tank bolted on here. That gum mosquitoes, gnats or something. All right. I actually made the holes in the bracket and the shroud just a little bit bigger, just for some wiggle room, just in case. Yeah, I think I probably need to take an angle grinder and try to knock those corners down. I just didn't have it with me right now. All right, get some wrench action here. That's just snug it up real nice. All right. But I have lots of stuff hanging around. These brackets were just stuff that I'd had from years ago. It was just in an old toolbox in the back of one of my storage vehicles. Never know when you're going to need stuff. These bolts, I think they might have came from an air conditioner or something I tore down. I don't remember. It's hard to say. There we go. All right, let's get these babies down. These are a little tighter. Oops. Come on. Yeah, these have got some dirt or something on them. I'll get a ratchet for these. Let me see what happens though. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Must have had a bung thread or something. Yeah, she fits good. That's good. Now, I did find out that these carburetors have a fuel pump on them. I don't know if I pointed that out in my last video. And believe it or not, I've got a parts mower out there with the right carburetor on it. It's a vertical shaft, but it should still work. Then I can get rid of that janky little plastic one and put it back on the mower it belongs on. All right. I think next step, we're going to get some fuel in it and see if she'll bark off. All right, y'all, got a little bit of fuel in it. Went ahead and threw the battery back in it. I'm not really worried about the crank start situation right now. I just want to see if I can get her to run on her own. And hopefully, we won't run into the camera. So let's see if we can put some fire in the hole. I might need my start screwdriver. All right. Okay, let's go ahead. We got some throttle. Let's see, I used the cable itself for choke, but you know what? Let's go ahead and attachment clutch is disengaged. No crank still. Let's see what we got going here. We'll jump it. Let's give it some choke. Oh, whoops, that's the throttle. Might help if I pulled the right cable. Yeah. That sucks. Let's see what happens here. Give it a little more choke. Cheating real bad too. That carburetor is definitely hurt. I'm wondering if we got a stuck flow. But let's see if we can put it forward and backwards. Then we got to shut it off. she really don't have an idle circuit. That car's plugged. I'm wondering if the float's half stuck open, because boy, she was cheating. So yeah. Well, we did get it. We were kind of successful. So yeah. All right, y'all. We were semi-successful yet again. We got ourselves a fuel system rigged up, and we got her to run, although she's running pretty crappy at this point. I think the carburetor's bunk on it. I need to just pull it off and rebuild it, but that'll be for another day and another video. So yeah, I'm going to call this a half success. We successfully ran it, but we still got some issues. So yeah, if y'all want a part 3, let me know. We'll do a part 3. We'll actually dive into the carburetor, and we'll dive into the electrical system and see if we can't get this bad boy cranking with the key and running without shooting a bunch of black smoke and fireballs out. Yeah, she was backfiring pretty good too. But hey, I did win another thing. I didn't run into the camera. So, hey, that's a good thing. And, yeah, our fuel system brackets, they turned out pretty good. I'm going to grind these corners off because this is pretty sharp edge. I just didn't have my 4.5-inch grinder handy. All I had was the air die grinder. And I apologize for the noise. Though some of you kind of like tool ASMR type of stuff. So I think I'll go ahead and just leave that in the video. But anyway, this is Jamie from Real Steel Auto Works, and we're going to catch y'all on the flip side. See ya!